What's going on, party people? Welcome back to some daily content where you get to watch me suffer through this workout. So let's go ahead and get started first, and we'll discuss what we're actually doing. We are off in 3, 2, 1, getting it. What are we doing here? We are doing, I don't even know the time cap. Honestly, I've kind of forgot. Well, first of all, the workout is 21-15-9 of strict handstand push-ups, squat cleans with the C70 bar at 135. That's a 4, that's a 5. And then aerosol bike calories. So I'm going 21 strict handstand push-ups, 21 cleans, squat cleans, 21 calorie bike, 15, 15, 15, 9, 9, 9. Then, as soon as I'm done with my final aerosol bike, my 9 calories, I'm jumping off that bike, kicking it to the ground, running over to these boxes over here, and doing 20 box jump overs at 24 inches with no touching the box. So what we're gonna try and find out is, do my legs function? And will I eat it on the box and fall on the ground, writhing in pain? Anyways, so let's talk about the movements themselves, or scaling motions. I don't really know what to talk about first. Let's talk about the movements. So, looking at this workout right here, the way I'm gonna probably approach it, I approach it probably the wrong way. It's funny, like, when you work out with the same guy like year in and year out, so I work out with Andrew a lot, we tend to know how we're gonna each other's gonna approach the workout. We know how to like game it, that way we can beat each other. He actually warmed up for this workout and did some touch and go squat cleans. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I was planning on doing like all these doing all these squat cleans at 135 at singles. And he like warmed up with some touch and go, and I looked at him like, are you gonna do touch and go? And he's like, yeah, of course I am. I'm gonna do the whole thing touch and go. And so I was like, man, part of me thinks he's getting in my head, but part of me believes him, and I was going first. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to do some touch and go. So probably a bad decision to do touch and go. Like, there's nothing wrong with singles. People tend to put down singles, assuming that the movement doesn't assuming you're not dropping the bar and taking a long extended rest time before you pick the bar up. If you do some quick singles, it saves you that eccentric or that dropping portion of the movement, and then you can kind of save some energy. You just have to be pretty quick at it, and hopefully you don't have any bouncy plates. That's a real big issue. So I kind of got goaded into doing touch and go. I don't think I even do a touch and go set from here on out, because honestly, it's not worth it. Like, this workout probably would have been a little bit faster had I did all singles. Because as you can tell, like, I did some touch and go up to like 11 or 12, I think, and then just fell apart for the remainder of the singles. So approaching this workout, I decided, nope, I'm really good at strict handstand push-ups. I'm gonna do 21 unbroken. I'm gonna approach the squat cleans, do touch and go, which probably wasn't a good idea, and then revert to singles when I need to. And then the aerosol bike, at the pace I'm doing here, I believe I'm probably low 70s, high 60 RPMs. Knowing that, man, I gotta go back and knock out some strict handstand push-ups. Like, could I have hammered the bike more? Probably. Like, usually when it gets to the aerosol bike, it's actually worth it sometimes to hammer it in the beginning and get that wattage high, the RPMs high, and then take over a bunch of calories and then let it coast while you're on it. That way you kind of move a lot faster. I didn't have it in me. It just wasn't in me. This workout, I'm not sure when the other video is going to come out, but this was the final workout we did for my 12th full day of training video. So this is like, we're calling it kind of like the Last Supper, meaning the last workout we're doing on that day. And so at this point, I had already squatted a bunch in the morning, done a bunch of heavy deadlift pulls in the afternoon, and then did a bunch of upper body jerks and upper body work earlier this session. And so I'm pretty much falling apart as we speak. So I'm out in the 15s. The goal was to do as many sets unbroken, and you have to ask yourself sometimes for the strict movements like this, or for movements where you can pause in the bottom, especially handstand push-ups, is sometimes if you pause a lot upside down, like, is it really worth it? Like, if I pause at the bottom, my head's on the mat, am I really saving energy by pausing there and resting? If it's a short duration, if it's a short time, then yes. I would say if you hit the bottom, you hold for like 1, 2, and then you go maybe on the 3 count, then that's probably worth it. Like, you're probably saving yourself the energy from kicking down and then kicking back up, because you probably waste more time. But if you sit there inverted and you're there for 10 seconds upside down, that's probably not worth it, because your breathing is probably, humans aren't meant to breathe upside down. hate to break it to you. It's pretty difficult. I mean, I'm not great at it. Maybe you are because you're a back. I don't know. But anyways, it might be better if you're gonna sit there for a long extended periods of time upside down to just kick off the wall, get your breath, and then kick back up instead of trying to hold that upside down portion and even hold that movement because you're still having tension there in the bottom of that hole. So that's what I'd recommend for kind of handstand push-up concept. So we're on our 15 cleans right now. And man, oh man, am I going slow. Pick it up, Jacob. I'm just doing singles. I don't think I did a single touch and go rep for the 15s at all. I will say, if you guys don't own a C70 bar, which is that bar right there, it's kind of the bar you would see us use in like regionals or the games. It's actually a really great bar to own. I don't know how expensive they are. I don't know if they're over $200 or not. I wouldn't say they are, but I don't know. Great bar to own, especially if you have aspirations of going to the games or aspirations of going to a sanctional. It's a good bar to own, partially because it's different. There's no whip. It's very solid. And because it's so short, there's no whip in the bar, there's no bend in the bar. So, and it's a great bar to use if you're limited on space. Like, granted, right now I have a ton of space to work with, but it's nice if you have a limited amount of space you're working with. Like if you have a very small gym or a lot of people around you working out at the same time, it's nice to have a shorter bar. The other thing is it doesn't really move as much. So when you do singles like this, it doesn't bounce around as much because it's not as long. And so it's very just solid. It doesn't move as much. I like the bar. I especially like it for like power snatches. It's pretty solid. All right, so we'll finish our 15 calorie bike, aerosol bike, which to be honest, on that aerosol bike, I probably held like, if my first one was low 70s, high 60s, that one was for sure high 60s, if not mid 60s. So I'm on my 9s now. My 9 strict handstand push-ups, my last round. And then we're gonna go to the 9 squat cleans, finish up with the bike, and then jump over immediately into 20 box jump overs. Right now, Jacob's really feeling bad for himself. You can tell by looking at his face. Whoa! Keep it up! Nice job! Man, 3, you stink, Jacob. You should do more. I've actually really been enjoying putting out, again, I love putting out daily content in terms of these workout videos, but I have really enjoyed putting out like full days worth of training. I think it's really beneficial, and I think it's really eye-opening for a lot of people to see like what we do, we being like guys who are competing at the games, what we do on a day in and day out basis. There's not like magic, there's no pixie dust. There's nothing magic to it. It's just honestly good, hard work. And so I think it's beneficial for people to see that and kind of eye-opening to realize, hey, that's what it looks like. It's not like he's not taking some secret sauce, or he's not doing a secret workout. It's not like he's doing a secret movement or a secret programming. Like people tend to think like, oh, it's the programming that makes Rich Froning great. No, it's not the programming that makes Rich Froning great. Rich Froning's great because Rich Froning works hard. And so I think it's nice for people to see that it's not, again, there's not magic fairy dust sprinkled on me every day I wake up. It's just hard work that you have to put in. And it changes every year. Like just because you did well last year at the games or the year before doesn't mean you have guarantees this year. You have to put the hard work in just like everyone else. It's the beauty of our sport. All right, so probably the longest 9 calories of my life. That probably took me a minute. That was for sure mid 60 RPMs. I'm taking a solid second before I start because I know once I start, I'm gonna try and go as fast as I can. So again, these are obviously, you've probably seen these you haven't seen these often. The last time they were in a competition, I think, was honestly regionals. The last time I was there was like 2016. These are no-touch box jump overs. So, yeah, nothing really to say about it. I'm not sure what number that is. No-touch box jump overs. The reason for the band is so the box doesn't move. If you put them together, sometimes if you hit them, if you like slightly hit them, they'll move around. And my floor isn't always flat and even, so the band is there just meant to make sure the boxes aren't like moving around. Scaling options for this workout. Now that I remember that we haven't even talked about scaling options yet. Scaling options for this workout. Strict handstand push-ups, I would keep the 2159 the same. I'd maybe go to kipping if you can't do strict. If you can't clean 135, I would do 95 pounds if you're a male. Aerosol bike, keep the same. Obviously there's no time cap in this workout, so don't worry about a time cap. I don't want a Palooza workout. Kicked me in the teeth earlier. Yeah, I said it. Kicked me in the teeth. And then of course for box jump overs, 24 inches for males, 20 inches for females. That should be pretty easy. If you can't jump that far, because you gotta realize you're jumping 30 inches, right? If you can't jump that far, actually you're jumping, yeah, right? Yeah, 30 inches. If you can't jump that far, then go to 20 inches and jump over that. So, or just put the 24 inch up and just jump facing it instead of laterally. It's a good scale option also. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to watch a video similar to this, click right here. I'm stumbling over my words. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with you guys later. See ya.